Good morning. Welcome back, Descending Ravens. Let's see what our day's looking like. I always like to cut the cards in three. 3 is a good number because it's the goddess, the empress. It's the number of receptivity, the feminine, and the beauty of the feminine. And I'm not saying females, I mean males and females have this, potential. I mean, we're balanced people, right? Apparently. We have both masculine and feminine, and just in different amounts. But the feminine energy is receptive, or that's when it's healthy. It's receptive and nurturing, right? And creative. It's the beauty of it. Okay, so let's see. Here we are. We're the 5 of Cups. So notice this guy is kind of staring at these lost or spilt glasses of wine, it looks like, or goblets of wine. And there's 2 full ones behind him. Okay, so he's not noticed the 2 behind him. He's busy focused on what he doesn't have. And that is a common thing, right? People love to focus on what didn't happen, or how bad they feel, or all the aches and pains, instead of they woke up, they're breathing, they have shelter, they even slept, they have a family, they have a, hopefully, or anything good they have about themselves. It's important to remember sometimes not to just focus on, I got a sore leg today, I didn't get enough sleep, my cat woke me up. In my case, it was true, right? But then you got to remember, but I have, in my case, a beautiful son and a gorgeous daughter, all the good things I have. They're both healthy. They both love me. We're not at odds with each other so far anyway, touch wood, right? And I'm healthy to the, at least to the degree that I got up this morning and I feel pretty good, instead of what's wrong with me. I could just wake up and focus on that. But it's important to remember what's right. What's right about your life instead of what's wrong about it. And it's an exercise that just helps shift your focus so you can call more good, right? That's the whole reason behind it. Doesn't mean ignore what's wrong, but don't focus on it, right? Because when you focus on it, this guy stays stuck on his past and things that aren't working, okay? And then he's not noticing what is, and that's the whole idea behind that. Okay, and in the past, so we've been defending our uniqueness. Okay, this card's very unique, and it's the old-fashioned word for the card is valor. Okay, and that's an old-fashioned word, but what I believe it means, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it means defending your uniqueness or your honor somehow. See, this guy's defending, maybe his opinion about something or his way of doing something, right? And so I feel like we've been working on that. All of us are unique beings. And just to live in the world, it's important to be okay with our uniqueness. So we've been working on that, it looks like, right? We've been working on just trying to be in the world and be okay with exactly how we are. But we might have got up, looking at, well, this, and this hasn't happened yet. Even though I've been doing all this hard work, this, and this is wrong, okay? So we might have got up feeling a little sorry for ourselves or a little sad about something. Now, here we've got the Tower, but it's beautifully aspected with temperance. Temperance is about patience and perseverance. Okay, so it's about universal timing. And the Tower is a really big disruptive card, but sometimes it can even mean having a revelation. So having a revelation, let's keep looking, and we've got surrender. Okay, so we've got up, we're feeling a little disappointed because something maybe didn't go exactly, even though we've been working really hard at it, it slipped back into a difficult situation, or something blew up in the little plan we had, and now we feel disappointed. But in our atmosphere, this card talks about be patient. It's not time for the thing to fully come together yet that you've been working. You've been working on something, a unique project. It took a slip back. You hit a bit of a wall on it here. Kind of the project blew up somehow. Okay, and it's necessary to see the big picture that universal timing is in effect, and maybe it's not quite time for this to quite get to exactly where you want it. And that's hard to remember sometimes, right? Hard to remember that the universe has a say in the timing of things. And this card talks about that. It says, be patient, persevere. Universal timing is in effect. The universe, and that's why the angel, it's trying to say the universe knows when it's the right time, right? And it won't happen anytime sooner than the right time, right? Things come to us, even things we ask for, but not always how we want them to, and not always in the time we want them to. So that's interesting, right? Okay, so here we've got the surrender. So we need to surrender to universal timing, right? Even if we don't like it. Okay. Now, that is a fear-based card, and it gets all lost in one's fears, this card. That's why the person is blacked out there. They're losing themselves in all their fears. And if you look at any one of those cups, there's something good about them. But see that one cup there with the wreath? So something looks good, but it could be scary because now there's a skull. So this person is looking at all these potential things and seeing what could also be wrong with them or what could go wrong, right? So that card fears the unexpected or the unknown. So even though something looks good, and if it's advice, if you get this card and it's saying do this, maybe there's a reason you need to look closer at what's being offered, because things are being offered in those cups. Maybe there's a reason to look at it and fear because there's danger lurking. Okay, so it could be a warning card, but it can also be saying, because this is a surrender card right next to it, I'd say it says surrender your fears, and start again, right? So even though something didn't work out, you've been working on some project or some way of being or some plan, and you ran into a wall, your plan blew up unexpectedly, and maybe even from an outside source. So somebody phoned and, all of a sudden you found out the thing you put on hold wasn't gonna, be available to you, or, there's so many ways that could be talking about, right? You had a plan with a friend and they canceled, right? And that's shocked or surprised you. You had it all figured out. You're going to do this. The house fell through that you were trying to buy. The renovations aren't working out. Things like that, right? So things got disappointing. You're being asked to have patience and perseverance, and remember that the universe has the last say in timing. Surrender to the timing of the universe. It's just not time. And sometimes we got to give it up to that, right? Don't blame ourselves, because things just don't always happen exactly when you want them, and that's okay, right? And try not to get lost in, fearing that now nothing's ever going to work out or whatever. Okay, try not to get lost in our fears, because we're going to have a whole new restart. And maybe this time that we have that's where it's not working out gives us time to look at a new or different perspective, because the ace can mean new and different. Okay, a creative, even there could be a creative solution that leads you in a new and exciting direction. Okay, because things didn't work out exactly how you wanted them to, something new and exciting could happen, or it puts you in line for something else altogether different that turns out to be even better, right? So an example, you're disappointed because plans didn't work out. All of a sudden somebody canceled on you or whatever. Okay, if you just step back and allow, maybe you end up surrender to it. Let go of your fears around when plans change, and let a whole new thing evolve. Maybe having no plan is a good thing, and something entirely different could happen that you weren't expecting, that's exciting and fun, right? Maybe the universe wanted to divert you over here, so now you're doing this, or you're free to do something else, right, that you weren't expecting to come up. Am I making any sense? Maybe I need another coffee. Okay, I hope somebody got something out of that. Have a wonderful day. Keep being your unique, beautiful self, and be there for yourself. Valor. Be there for yourself. Yeah, defend your honor, right? Defend your right to be yourself. I mean, and if I got that word all wrong, somebody tell me in the comments. Hey, I love you guys, and I love all the comments, and I get a lot out of doing this for you every day. I really love it. Thank you so much. Have a great day.